Welcome to episode 5 of our Channel Mum potty training videos. I'm going to be here with Amanda Jenner, who is our potty training expert. Now, we've already talked about the signs of when our children are ready, the equipment we might need, and the general how-tos of how to get your child potty trained. But right now, there's no sugarcoating it. It's time to talk about poo. Amanda, where do we start?
So poo is one of the biggest email problems that I get sent to me. We've got pooing behind the sofas, holding it in, not wishing to do a poo. So Mr. Poo is a bit of a pain, to be honest with you.
Well, let's have a little look at how these mums got on with the poo scenarios and see what their experiences were.
In the morning before we left, I'd say to Harrison, "Babe, if you need to go to the toilet, go now." He would go and do a number 2. He understood it very much, like he was very responsive to that, and I made a joke that he was like pooing on demand. Every time that Harrison needed or told me that he was hiding, initially I would just grab the potty and be like, no, darling, go in the potty. And we would again make the biggest deal out of it. "You're such a big boy, Harrison, well done," like clapping, dancing. Literally, you've never seen anyone be so excited about poo in your life.
That's really amazing, because I think that's quite unusual to have a child that really just poos on demand. Well, mine never did.
No, fantastic. I mean, that's amazing that, that's not actually typical, unfortunately, but that's great, that he's actually willing to go for a poo. When they go for a poo, they actually have to do more than just having a wee, and sometimes they have a bad experience where they've been constipated and it hurts when they go for a poo. When we actually get to the nitty gritty of it with the parents and say, look, has he had a bad experience when he's done a poo or had a sore bottom? That's normally the reason why they don't like doing it.
Okay.
So I then go back into the kitchen to tidy up some more, and next minute she said there were 2 monkeys in her potty. So I went into the living room and looked in, and sure enough, she'd done a number 2.
She really quickly picked up that pees and poos had to go somewhere, and every half hour we'd ask her, do you need to go on the potty, do you need a pee? And she would sit on it, and most of the time she would actually do something, but others, there was a lot of slip-ups, there was a lot of messes. She obviously understood that she got a lot of praise around going on the potty. Then we took her to the toilet with us to flush it away, and every time we flush it she goes, bye pees, bye poos.
Well, messes, we know that that's going to be something that we have to deal with.
You will get a lot of children that will poo in their pants, and what I suggest you do with that is you take the pants with the poo in and take the child to the toilet or the potty and tip the poo, if it's not runny, into the potty or the toilet and show them where it goes. And then we sort of wave bye-bye to Mr. Poo and we do a big song and dance about it. And that's the only way we're going to teach them. By just whipping it off and chucking it down the toilet without them seeing it, it's not gonna help. We need to put some fun back into a poo, to doing a poo. So rewards for a poo, different rewards from doing a wee. I really advise that. The box really works for that, with the stars. So at the end of the week they can count how many stars they've got, how many poos they've done, and pick something out of the box or do something they like doing with their parents. We just need to encourage them, and when they are doing it, say, are you doing a poo? In a nice upbeat, not like, oh no, don't do it there, because we don't want to scare them. So it's just,
they suddenly stop.
And then they suddenly, they stop.
Yeah.
And that's when they're going to get constipated. So we need to make them feel it's okay to do it.
If they do get constipated, what do you do in that instance?
So first of all, we need to find out why they're constipated. So if they're holding it in because obviously they're scared about doing it, then that's something we have to do with the rewards and everything else. If they're constipated because of the foods they're eating, we need to give them some good roughage to get the poo to loosen up. So, pears, popped popcorn, it can be sugar-free.
Popcorn?
Yes, it's really good for constipation as well. Lots of strawberries, tomatoes, lots of fluids as well. So if we can soften up the poo, so it's not going to hurt them when they're actually doing it, then you'll find that it will actually come in time, that they will actually be okay with it. Now, if you're concerned that your child's really constipated, obviously go and seek medical advice.
Yeah. Are there any key differences with helping them to train to poo on the potty or on the loo compared to just going for a wee?
There is. I mean, wees just come really naturally to children, but it's always the poos that are a problem. So don't make a big issue of it. Get the wees going okay, but they do tend to do 1 poo a day unless they've had obviously lots of excess of something that makes them go more. But you can sort of judge what time of the day they do it when they're toddlers. So they normally either do it first thing in the morning or last thing at night. So when you think, you know, it's about their time, or you know as a parent they haven't been, just keep an eye out, you know, of them shuffling about, or they've disappeared all of a sudden. You will know when they're about to do it. Now, if it's bath time and they haven't been, sometimes they might go after the bath.
Have the jug ready.
Yeah, have the jug ready. Or they're in a warm bath, and that can actually help them go. That's another really good tip. But if they actually do it in the bath, we get a lot of that as well. Just scoop it out the bath and do the same. Tip it down the toilet. And show them where it goes.
Yeah. Amanda, thank you so much for talking all things poo with us today. Some great tips there for me as well as all the mums and dads watching out there. Now, we have still got 2 more videos to come in our Channel Mum potty training course. We're going to be talking about nighttime potty training and, of course, getting them ready for school as well. And if you have any questions, please do go to the Channel Mum support group. We're going to add the link below this video. You'll be able to ask Amanda and any of the other mums in there for their advice and their stories as well, because remember, you are not alone. And do leave your comments below and let us know how you're getting on.